Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, hey, welcome. My name is Palmira. If you're returning, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you guys. You guys are really and truly the MVP. And if you are here and you are not subscribed to the channel, please remember to click the subscribe button. If you enjoy this video, like it, comment, let me know what you think. And yeah, let's get right into this video. So today I am gonna be sharing with you guys some of my favorite signature perfumes, some of my top all-time favorites. And I just kind of want to talk through and share just some of what that looks like for me, and hopefully it sort of gives you guys some insights, or you can share with me whether any of my favorite scents are any of yours, or share with me what yours are. Hey, who knows, I might want to try something new. So please engage with me in the comments. All right then, so let's get right into it. All right guys, so here in this tray I have all the scents I'm gonna talk to you guys about today. And just to show you that this is not for the vibes, some of these are practically almost towards the end. I even think one of these are empty, just to show you that yes, these are perfumes that I use and love, and they are an absolute favorite. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and talk about these. Ooh, they're sliding around. We're gonna go ahead and talk about these, and you guys let me know what you think, okay? So I'm gonna start off with our first one that we're gonna be looking at today. And here it is. If you guys are into perfumes, you probably know exactly what this is. This is La Vie Est Belle by Lancome. And this is my signature perfume of all time, and it's an eau de parfum. It has a gourmand floral scent, and that's kind of like the family that it belongs to. And I just love everything about this perfume. Even the bottle, the packaging, everything about it screams feminine, woman, just grown and beautiful. And I love that about it. I have been using this for years and years and years. When I say years, I mean probably since like I was 22, 23. We're gonna talk through some of the properties of this scent. So the top notes is made of iris, the middle is patchouli, and then the base is spun sugar and warm vanilla. So that kind of just lets you know sort of like what I like to smell like, what I like to feel like. I like the floral, I like the sweet, but I also really like that warm, sugary, earthy feel as well to my scents. And that's just kind of like the general tone of how I sort of move in the world, and you'll see that throughout a lot of the scents that I'm gonna show you today. So I want to talk about how I use this perfume. So I am very much a girl who is all about just hitting your pulse points, making sure you get the back of your ears, your neck, your wrists, and then you're good to go. So because this is something that is a signature for me, that's sort of how I tend to use it. And I don't rub, because that tends to break down the fragrance for the perfume. So I just hit those spots that I just talked about and I head on out, and that's it for me. So like I was saying, this is really my OG. Like when it came to like, oh, I'm gonna get a big girl scent and an eau de parfum, La Vie Est Belle was it for me. And I remember at my first job, one of my bosses used to say whenever she smelled this, she knew I had been around or that I was around. And I think that's the key to any signature scent, if it is yours, is that when you show up, even if people don't see you, the moment they smell it, they know you're around. And I think that for me always just gives me so much comfort, and I'm like, yeah, people know my scent. And so yeah, for me, I just love this because it's so feminine, it's so soft, it's so dewy, and it's timeless, honestly. And that's what I love about it. I love wearing it out to events, a special place. I don't wear it as much as on an everyday basis anymore, because since it's now a signature for me, I really like to keep it for you know, special moments and, you know, a little nice little date and things like that. So this is it for me for La Vie Est Belle. Next up is something that is a little bit newer for me, and I got this, I believe I actually got it last year, and I bought it for myself as a like late birthday present, and it is Honeysuckle and Davana, and it is by Jo Malone. This is a cologne and it is unisex. A lot of times I actually don't see a lot of people talk about the Honeysuckle and Davana. A lot of people talk about some of the other ones, and you know, I don't know why, but this, I was at Nordstrom, I tried on a tester and I said, absolutely, I must get this. I saved for months to get this, right? Oh, it's so good. It's so good. I wish you guys could smell it. But anyway, let's go in and talk about some of the fragrance notes, okay? So the top note is Davana, and middle is English honeysuckle and honey, and then the base note is moss. How I apply this is just hitting the pulse points again. I also, because of the kind of cologne this is, I like to have it linger a little bit. So what I've usually done recently is I will spray it in the crease of my hands and in the crease at the back of my knees as well, just so it just lasts a little longer, and it just kind of wafts the smell as you go through your day or at the event. That it's not as strong, but it's just like it just has a punch to it, and I love that. So personally, when I smell this, I just think grown, beautiful, mature, just mysterious, but also just alluring at the same time. It has this really like nice earthy woody scent to it, and I think that it definitely comes from the moss and the base notes of this cologne, but it's not too overpowering, so it's not very like masculine, but also there's just that little bit of to it because of the moss. And obviously the honeysuckle and the Davana just add that floral and that sweet to it. And I love this. If you ever want to try a Jo Malone fragrance, I 1000% recommend the Honeysuckle and Davana. So that's my spiel on this. Next, we have Fever by Jimmy Choo, and this was a birthday present, and I have loved this since I started using it. It is so it's so beautiful, and it is a floral gourmand as well. That's kind of like the fragrance family it is part of. Like I said, I think you're gonna tell from my perfumes that I'm a very floral, sweet with a gourmand twist to a lot of my scents. I like that little like earthy, woody, nature-esque base coat in a lot of my scents. So let's talk about the fragrance notes here. The top layer or the top note is black plum nectar, and the middle note is made up of heliotrope, and the bottom note is roasted tonka bean. Remember that roasted tonka bean and hold on to it, because I'm going to show you guys something at the end that's going to be like, yeah, Palmira, we see why you are trying this particular scent out. But yes, Fever by Jimmy Choo, beautiful. I love that this mood is so, the mood it sets, in my opinion, is like mysterious and just like hypnotic a little bit. I sound so like whatever, like I'm not talking about perfumes, but anyway, love Fever by Jimmy Choo. And I would say, like, since I started using this, it's kind of become more of like my everyday fragrance. I can't seem to put it down. I love just spritzing it on like as I'm going out for the day, going to work and things like that. I've been wearing this a lot to work, more than any other place, but also it's just like the one I reach for a lot now on an everyday basis. And I just love that about it. So I would recommend this for sure if you have not tried it before. Right. Next, and don't laugh guys, I told you, like, these are perfumes that I use, so I'm not about to come on here and pretend. The next one is Paradoxe by Prada. This is how much I have left of this perfume. Do you see that? Like literally, this is like probably, I don't know, maybe like 5 more spritz and we're done. But I use them and I wanted to show you guys. So I'm not gonna wait till I have a full bottle. I'm gonna show you because this is what we do. So this is Paradoxe, like I said, by Prada. And it is also an eau de parfum. And I keep making mention of like what version it is because I would have put by now just the differences on this screen of what the eau de parfum is versus the cologne and all of that. So just so you understand, if you're very new to fragrances, why I probably am more leaning towards an eau de parfum and a cologne. I like the fact that they're a little bit more long lasting. And I think if I'm gonna buy a perfume and I'm gonna invest, I might as well just do that with an eau de parfum, in my opinion. So that's a preference and that's fine. Everybody can do what they want to do. Anyway, so let's talk about some of the fragrance notes. The top note is made of neroli, the middle is amber, and the bottom is musk. Clearly, there's a trend here for me. We've gone from musk to musk, all the gourmand flavors, all of that stuff. So this one, using it, usually I will also do my wrists. I will do the back of my ears and my neck for the most part. And then I might just do like a little like spritz over my clothes because it's more of like a scent that I would wear out for a night out, just brunch, like basically being out with either new people or friends, family, maybe even a date or something like that. I think this definitely works for that. Just a personal note, I got introduced to this because it was a birthday present for me about 2 years ago from my cousin and my aunt, and I absolutely have loved it since. Have been using it since then. That's why I'm basically towards the end of the bottle at this point. But I love this. It's a perfect scent in my opinion. It's so beautiful. It is such a beautiful scent. The musk pulls in the freshness of the neroli and the sweetness of the amber, and I think it just combines it really well, that you have this like intense punch when you smell it, but it's not in a bad way. And I think that's the other thing for me. I am very much a try perfumes on my skin rather than on a tester, because I fully believe that our body's oils and pheromones interact with perfume scents differently. So how it smells on me, it cannot smell the same way on the next person, because we all just have our own scents and our own bodies. So I 100% would recommend this. Try it out, see whether you would like it or not. It's one of those that I would definitely say is an investment. Like I said, this was a gift and I'm so grateful. And now that it's done, I need to save up and replace it. But yeah, I love it. I think it definitely represents a lot of like the multi-dimensions of a woman and all of who we can be. You know, it's a paradox, you know, but I love it. I love it. I love it. And I think Prada did a great job with creating this scent. So if you guys use this or you like it, let me know what you think in the comments. I'm really interested to hear what your feelings are to this scent or any of the ones I've shown so far. Another scent I'm going to be showing you is My Way by Giorgio Armani. And it's another one where I am basically hitting the bottom of the bottle at this point. Do you see, like, that's all that's left? That is all that is left. Like I said, we're not gonna pretend here. We love our perfumes. We're gonna show you even when the bottle is almost done. But anyway, My Way is beautiful. Love this scent by Giorgio Armani. It is an amazing eau de parfum. This range has a bunch of different things, like different versions in it. This My Way, this is specifically the eau de parfum in the My Way range. And this also is another floral woody fragrance, very much in tune with what I've showed you guys so far about what my preferences are. So let's talk a little bit about what the fragrance notes are for this particular fragrance. The top layer has bergamot and orange blossom. The middle is made of tuberose and jasmine, and the bottom note is, well, the bottom notes are vanilla, white musk, and cedarwood. So this has a little bit more of a complexity to it. There's quite a few things going on in it. but I think they all complement each other really, really well. I love that woody scent that it has. It literally comes right through the minute you sniff it, but also, you know, that jasmine, it's there, the tuberose, you can definitely smell it. And right at the top, you get that bergamot and orange blossom right away. Similar to all the other ones I've talked about, these are also ones that I use hitting the pulse points. I don't tend to use this on my clothing. Not really, I'm not sure why. I don't really have a reason in particular, but I would rather just have it in the pulse points rather than on my clothes. This is also another one that I think is really good to get in the back of the knee, so you can kind of get on the crease behind there, and it just kind of lingers throughout the course of the day. So 100% would recommend this one for sure. So on a personal note, one of the things I love about My Way is, I think as much as it is a very florally sweet kind of fragrance, it has this like airiness and this freshness to it that I think is so good for use when you're going to a new place. Like if you're going to a new event, you're going to a networking and a social event of sorts, it's a really good fragrance to kind of have in your bag and on you. Well, I just mean like basically what you would use, because I think it just invites people in. And if you are like me, where you're a little bit shy when you get to meet people for the first time, this is a great way to kind of just pull people in, because people will literally kind of be like, oh my gosh, like what are you wearing? And that's a conversation starter right there. So I would recommend that if you're looking for a conversation starter and you're going to someplace new, try My Way. There is a reason why it's called that. But yeah, this is a knock out of the park by Giorgio Armani, so I would recommend this as well. Next up is something a little bit more on a different range. It is also an eau de parfum. It is Bare, and it is by Victoria's Secret. This was also a birthday present, and I really, really, really like this one because it is just something that you can kind of reach for really quickly. If you are kind of going out, run some errands, you're going to a coffee shop, you're heading to the gym, I think this is a really good and beautifully made perfume that is not going to break the bank, in my opinion. Okay. Let's talk a little bit about your fragrance notes here. The top note is Madagascar Mandarin. The middle is Egyptian Violet, and the bottom is made up of Australian Sandalwood. As you can see, again, here I go with the sweet, with the floral, and you have that sandalwood, woody, earthy scent. It's just me. I love that combination. Any day, give it to me, and you will absolutely win me over every single time. Like I said, I love this, love to use this just as I run around, spray it on my clothes. My little hit a little bit on the back of my ears. It's one of those ones where I kind of like would spray at the top and like shake and walk through as well, just like and let it like settle on you. Love it. Victoria's Secret did an amazing job with this eau de parfum, and I think it's something that I would definitely recommend somebody try. All right, so those were my absolute like signature everyday ones that I reach for all the time. And recently I want to share one that I have most recently decided to try, because I know guys, there is a craze, there is a fandom, there is a love for the Arabian perfumes, and I don't know why I didn't get into them before now. So I'm going to show you the one that I decided to use as my little like venture into the world of Arabian perfumes. Okay, are we ready? Can I get a drum roll? All right. I know, guys, for those of you who are connoisseurs, if you saw this bottle, you already know what it is. But this is Latafa, and it is the Latafa Khamrah. I hope I'm saying that correct. This is one of their newer fragrances, and I believe this came out in 2023. This particular one has different flavors, well, different fragrances and scents, I should say. I just prefer this one. This is the newest one. So it is a unisex fragrance. That is how it is advertised. I love it though. I think this one leans a little bit more on the feminine side compared to the other one. I think there's one that's just Khamrah, and I think that one really is a lot more masculine than it is unisex. But hey, I will let you guys be the judge of that. Oh, I love it. And this is the one I'm gonna spritz since we're here. So while we're here and I'm telling you about this, let's talk through the fragrance notes. The top has cinnamon, cardamom, and ginger. Oh, guys, I know. Sensual, beautiful. Middle is praline, candied fruits, and white flowers. And the base has vanilla, coffee, benzoin, musk, and tonka bean. If you remember, I told you guys before to hold on to that tonka bean, that I'm going to show you something at the end that makes sense. Listen to all the different notes that are in this perfume. Amazing. It's literally a culmination of all the scents that I've just showed you guys into one. It's like, this is perfect for Palmira. Here's your floral, woody, gourmand flavor. Everything is just everything that I love. And right now, this whole place smells amazing right now. Like, I just spritzed it and I'm just like, this is stunning. This is stunning. This is stunning. And I love their packaging, by the way. Let me show you, because I kept the packaging. I'm going to show you guys what this actually came in and what it actually looks like. So first and foremost, this is like the insert. This goes here. Can you see that? Can you actually see that? Like, that's insane. And then this goes right over it. And that's what it comes in as. It's literally like a little stand for your perfume, if you want to keep it like that in your case or wherever you put your perfumes. But anyway, I'm clearly fangirling over this scent, but Lattafa is doing amazing things. I've heard so much about them. I'm so glad that I'm finally venturing into the world of the Arabian perfumes, because my goodness, amazing, amazing, amazing. Anyway, let's move on, because I'm clearly just fangirling here. Right now, I'm still learning how I want to use this fragrance. As you can see, I spritzed it on my wrist because it is quite a strong scent, I would say, when you spray it at first. I think the tourists are more than enough. If you're gonna do that, then I would say just stick to that. If you're a minimal girl, I know some of the girlies love to spray all over. Hey, to each their own. For me, I just need a little bit. Or you can go for the back of your ears. I think that is a really good spot as well if you kind of want to remain a little bit mysterious and like just have this wafting smell, like, you know, like the wind blows and it kind of carries the scent to people and they're like, ooh, what's that smell? So that's sort of how I'm using it right now. We will see how it goes on. One thing I have learned though is that if you add a little bit of oil, whether it's like a nice almondy oil or just regular, maybe you have like cocoa butter oil or something and you spray over it, there's just something about the oil and the fragrance coming together that just brings it alive. But it depends on what you like, so I will let you guys figure it out. But over time, as I use it, I will definitely come back and give a more comprehensive, how do I use this? What do I think now that it's been a couple of months, and so on and so forth. And we will definitely chit chat and see where we are. Okay, guys, so that's my current perfume collection that includes my signature scents, my favorites. I'm not like a big collector. I have a bunch of other like small perfumes here and there, gifts that people have given me over time, but what I've shown you today are really the things that I love, that I use all the time. If you could see, I showed you basically almost empty bottles. One thing I would recommend getting is an atomizer or a couple of atomizers. If you want to travel or you just like to have something on you, without having to go buy like a travel size perfume, which can be very expensive, especially after you've already bought a full size bottle, is go ahead and get an atomizer. You can get these pretty cheap at like TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Burlington. They come in packs of 4, 5s. I think even Amazon carries them as well. And another tip I would give when it comes to using the atomizers is to figure out a way to label them or to distinguish them, either by color, or maybe you can put little labels on them so you know what perfume you have decanted into them, just so you don't like basically mistakenly put something else in it, because that happened to me recently, and for the life of me I could not figure out what the scent was because I had mixed 2 perfumes like in one, because like there was something already that had been decanted into a particular atomizer and I put something else in it. So as much as I still loved the scent, I couldn't necessarily tell which one it was. So that's a quick tip. Get an atomizer, use it on the go. You do not have to go and buy another travel size perfume. They can come out very expensive. But nonetheless, that's it for my favorites and my collection so far that I wanted to share with you guys. If there are some perfumes that are very much within sort of the family of fragrances that you've seen me share that I seem to love, which are very like floral and sweet and gourmand and woody and nature, please leave me a comment, leave me some recommendations, and I'm definitely going to be trying more of the Arabian brands. I'm really impressed with what Latafa has done. Nonetheless, thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you learned something, and if you're gonna try any of these fragrances, please let me know in the comments. I will also do my best to leave you guys the links to these directly, but also please let me know which ones you want me to try, or which ones you think make sense, or what your favorites are. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and leave you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for being here. Thank you for subscribing. I truly enjoyed making this video. It was so much fun. I hope you guys stuck here to the end. Please remember to like, to comment, to subscribe, and I will see you next time. Thank you so much for being here. Bye.